back with more Medieval Dynasty. We're just on our way back to our village, where we're gonna have to build a house pretty quickly before the season ends, so we can hire another worker, which seems to be very good at farming. And the house we're going to build will be right beside the barn. Now, some of the things in the game have changed with the recent update. As you can see on the top left, it says 0.5. I've gone through the changes, well, through the most impactful ones in a video separately to this. If you want to check it out, it's called Food Spoilage, all about the hotfix 0.4 and 0.5. We're not going to go in great detail about it here, but basically food spoilage is now happening in chests and in the food storage as well at different speeds, which is a really, really nice addition. Anyway, the house we want to build, as I said, is going to be near the barn because we want our farmers to live there and to work there. Now, the problem, of course, is that our houses only take 2 people in at any one time. So the game doesn't really care if it's males or females. It always assumes that the house is for a family. So it will never let more than 2 people move in case they have children. To that end, what we're going to do is build the smallest house possible for them, because there's absolutely no point for me to give them a big house. I will build, of course, the biggest house once I unlocked it for myself, because I'm still hoping that I can have more than one child. You know, that may be a thing. I don't know. I have no idea. I mean, who would be the magical 4th person otherwise if you only have the ability to have one child? But we're going to take our hammer, which I'm going to have to get, and we're going to destroy this here because I don't really need this. That was just to test it out. And then we're going to make a field as a path kind of in between here somewhere where we can put the house opposite of the barn. We're going to remove this tree stump here. It will be in the way. There we go, and we actually got a log for it as well, which is pretty awesome now. So this here is our path, or where our path is gonna be. So let's open this up a little bit. I'm only gonna do one side for now, where the house is gonna go. There we go, very nice. And hopefully this is gonna look nice, even though we built the path after the barn. Okay, so let's leave it like this, and let's quickly place down the small house. Boom. Oh, that looks nice. Actually, it's perfect. Absolutely perfect. And if we're gonna keep plowing away on these guys here, this will look even nicer. So let's just quickly finish this, and we have to hurry up. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna finish this later because this is not needed for the house for us to hire someone. I think some of the satisfying sound effects have been added. Listen to this when you finish building. Oh, this is so nice. Da-ding, da-ding. And they also have some nice sound effects for the stone walls. Bam. Ah, so nice. All right, we're all done. So that's the small house completed, and that should be enough for our hunters, for our farmers to live there. Now, I'm going to save the game quickly, and what I'm going to try to do then is manage my people somehow. So there is a bit of a weird behavior sometimes because people live together. They're considered like a family, yeah, even though they're not, obviously, yeah. Like, say, if we have the 2 guys living in the same house, if we try to move one person, the other one moves with them, or some weird behavior like that. I hope we can manage to do this right now, because what I really want is, who is my biggest farmer right now? Harold. So Harold is obviously also my lumberjack, but Harold will live in this house. So what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to save the game right now, then really quickly go over to Gastovia. Is that what it's called? Gastovia. Hire the guy that's sitting on the fire, and he will move into the new house because it's the only space. Then I'm going to try to move Harold into that new house. All right, where is he gone? There he is, our level 5 farmer. There's actually 3 available, but they're so low stats, the other ones. Okay, let's talk to him. He should already be over 70. I'm creating a new settlement. Sounds like what I was looking for with pleasure. Great, excellent. Now he's already 28, which means he's nearing his death, most likely. But the idea now is that hopefully he moved into the new house. Yes, he did. And I would like Harold to get out of this house. Okay, so removed him. Can we remove him out of the house? Let's see if he's gone. Simple house. No, it just, we removed his profession. That is so weird. Okay, so let's go into Harold and You see, we can only replace him. Okay, this is so weird. So if we're going to go in here and say Harold... Now Harold and Hermina move together. And this is what I don't like. I don't like that they're continuously together. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to throw them all out. End of story. And we're going to break all the houses, one wall off. And we will force them to live together if we can. Of course, we have the game safe, so we're going to be safe in case we mess anything up. But what I would also like to try is just get rid of Hermina now. End of story. Because she is a problem. Yeah, boom, gone. So now... that she's left the village, I would like for Unirad. See, you can only swap. I want them to live together. Yeah, we can't remove them like that. Okay. So let's see if we can do it the other way around. So if I go to Harold, I can click X on this. Nope, I can't make him homeless. So yeah, house management definitely needs a lot of work. Let me go back and literally just destroy all the walls of all my buildings except my own house, and then we're just gonna force them, hopefully can force them to live together. This is, I really hope they're gonna have an update soon where we can manage people ourselves. Because I don't want the game to decide who lives together. That's not what I want. I want to decide who lives together because I want my farmers to live in the house beside the barn so that they don't take forever in the morning to reach the farm, so that they can get straight to work. Because the farm is the only place where it's actually relevant that the NPCs are there, because things like mining, it doesn't matter if the guy ever reaches the mine up in the mountains, because as soon as the day starts and the NPC is awake, I don't even know if that matters, the mining resources will start coming in. It's only the farm that people need to actively walk to and be there to do what they have to do. Okay, so all the houses are destroyed now. Nobody can live anywhere. And they're all homeless. Hopefully. 0, 0, 0, except for this. So I don't really want to have to destroy that. So I want Harold to move in with Unirad. And it's just, they will just not do it. It is so frustrating. Okay, let's destroy that house as well. There you go. And now, let's rebuild this house. There we go. So, how much freedom do we have now putting people in the house? So if I go into here and I say, okay, I want to assign Harold. Now I want to assign Unirad. It just will not let me do it. So I just did one more final test to make sure that it's not the size of the house that was the problem. So I literally just went and I did a save beforehand and I just hired our farmer back, but I just randomly hired another person just to see if they actually go into the house or if they're gonna say, sorry, there's no room. Because maybe I thought if the house is only a 3-bedroom house, or a 3-bed house, they're not going to move in. But they did. So the house size is not the problem. And it doesn't matter if it's a man or woman. They don't have an issue with it. We have 2 guys living in one house as well. So that's not the problem. But unless they're married, I think you should have complete freedom how to move them around. Yes, we just woke up in autumn and our child is now 1 year old. I don't think it had an age there a second ago. I would have to double check that in editing. But I think autumn is when our child was born. So it's 1 year old. Very good. I like it. It's good extractorator. And it's okay, farmer. But anyway, we have 2 good farmers now. And I'm going to put Harold also on farming right now into the barn and assign him to be a field worker. So having the 2 farmers now, we have autumn. And I think in autumn is when we can plant all the wheat, which is very important. And obviously they're going to have to go and... No, don't do that. I do that. Okay, fair enough. You do that. That's fine. Let me help you there because I actually wanted to do the path myself. I didn't want you to have to do that. I'm sorry. Okay, because you're very slow in doing that, so let me just do that quickly. See, there you go. I really think they should work at the same speed we do. All right. Anyway, off you go. Come on, choo-choo. Go into here, and where's the other guy? See, you live here. You're already at work. Where's the other guy? Oh, I think Harold might actually be just arriving. There we go, yeah. Harold just arrived. So in autumn, all we can plant is wheat and rye. So if that's the case, I wonder if it would make sense then to change this also to wheat. There we go. Actually change the whole thing to wheat and see how much they get done. End of story. Because they're going to get rid of the cabbage anyway. So if we could interactively change that every year, then yeah, so be it. There we go. Okay, excellent. Let's make it all. Plow it all, seed it all, just see how much you get done. And if by the end of day 2, the beginning of day 3, they only have plowed everything, not have seeded actually everything, then we might have to get more workers for the farm. So let's see, we could assign another person to be a farmer right now actually to get the show on the road. So how about... we have a level 3 farmer here, a craftsman. Yeah, she doesn't need to be crafting hammers right now. So let's also turn her into a farmer, into a field worker. There we go. And we have to have 1 miner and 1 lumberjack. Otherwise, we're going to have a problem. They definitely need to be on one of them. So let's go and find another farmer, I would say. So hang on a second. If we make Harold and Hermina farmers, we can build a new house here beside the barn and move them both in there because they're considered a family. Yes, that's exactly what we're gonna do. And then we're not gonna get rid of Hermina and let them have a baby. It doesn't matter. That's fine. I think we're okay with that. Because I like Hermina to be occasionally the crafter. But yeah, I think we solved our housing problem. Yes, definitely. Let's get some straw and repair the roof. Okay, here the workers are very low level on farming. So we're going to check Borovo next. And then we're just going to do the round on the workers and see. So one of the way I want to do it now is hire another worker, another farmer. And then that gives us the chance then to have everything full, but then move over our other 2 workers into the new house, leaving the existing house empty. Yeah, Borovo only has 1 worker, and he is a little bit better in average, but not really what I'm looking for. So let's head over to Baranica and Branica to check out what we have over there. I don't think we have another quest anywhere except for the ones we're currently working on. No. Okay, good. Okay, so let's see what we have in Baranica or whatever it's called. 3 farming 1. Awful, terrible. You should not even be here. Nope. Okay, next up, Baranica. Right, let's have a look. 2 farming, 3, 2, 2. He's the best average. I think Wolfram, we might want to... Oh, what is he? 2 farming. He's a very good average as well. He's actually the best so far. So I think we definitely should chat him up and get him prepped. I know he's only 2 farming, but still he has very good averages across. Do you have a minute? Ooh, gossip. Just got back from work in the field. He is a field worker potentially. Have weather. Where's the weather questions that you need? The weather questions. Yes, nice weather we're having. And ooh, how have you been lately? Oh, he doesn't like that. Okay. Yeah, Helmut and the other guy over in Branica, they were just impossible to talk to. Everything was +0, every option. So I don't know if it has to do with the stats they were across. But the stats here on these guys is awful as well. So yeah, Helmut had the best stats, but everything I tried, I reloaded several times. The chat options just ended up in 000. So I cozied up to one of the guys that has 2 farming in Gostovia. And I think that's pretty much as good as we're going to get. 3 farming probably is going to be the best. So I'm going to try to head over to the other towns as well. But what I'm going to do, worst case scenario, is I'm just going to hire a low level. And then we're just going to kick them because there seems to be no penalty when we tried it earlier. We, like, as in rep penalty, we're just going to go highlight, boom, fire, remove, and then we're going to hire the other person. Yeah, so I'm going to check some more towns and see if because the workers are always awake during the night anyway. And then we're going to head over. Also, I'm going to I changed my farm a little bit around again because I completely forgot. The problem with having everything the same is it blocks the farm for being able to be used for something else. And wheat is lasting until summer, which means we can't actually plant anything where we have wheat until summer. But flax has to be done in spring. So I'm gonna leave them separated like this. You know, this for food, wheat for kind of money, maybe food because we can make flour out of it, and flax for money for linen. So we're down here in Jessica, and that's awful as well. 2-1, 2-1, 2-2, so pretty terrible. So yeah, we're probably gonna get the guy that we cozied up in Gostovia in the morning. So I'm just gonna head over to Gostovia, sleep beside it, then cozy up to him, then run over to activate my farmers. And that should hopefully then allow us to move house, build a new house. And then, yeah, we're just going to hire some random people, to be honest, because all their stats are pretty awful at this stage. All right, we have him at 70%, and let's get him. End of story. There we go. And, yeah, he's only a 2 farmer, but we're going to assign him straight away to the barn. There we go. Now he will start working on the barn straight away. And yeah, so these guys will be busy working the field, and they will be our designated farmers and level up, but we also will swap them around every now and then to excavation or crafting, as we have here, or whichever. But the good thing now is that we can build a new house to get another 2 workers, which we then assign to other tasks like cooking or whatever, and maybe the excavation, and which means we have then 18 buildings, and then we have 2 spare. So the chicken coop and the pier, I'm probably not gonna leave. The chicken coop we're probably gonna destroy until we have a nice area where we can build the chicken coop, the pig farm, which we're gonna do after this. But right now, this one, I want to make sure that our workers have covered everything before we're gonna continue building more buildings. Here we can actually see the food spoilage in action in our inventory. In our chest, it went from 100 to 75%. And in our inventory, it went from 100% to 50%. So we lost 50% in our inventory straight away. Meanwhile, well, not straight away, over 2 seasons. So after 2 seasons, we lost 50%. But here, we lost only 75%. Ah, what a beautiful sight. Look at all our guys coming to work, working on the field. They have to take the cabbage off. And I forgot what I did. So let's see. They have to take the cabbage off to plant more cabbage here. And they have to finish plowing and fertilizing the field here for more wheat. There we go. We're going to put it here. I did a quick save just in case something goes wrong. And oh, that is nice. That is nice. Can we get a little closer? Oh, we can. Oh, okay. We have to go a little bit back. Bam. Look at that. Beautiful. That is perfect. It's just at the end of the path and it's sitting perfectly on the path. That is beautiful. I'm really liking this. Also, while I'm recording this, somebody said there's food on the ground and it didn't go off. We're gonna have to test this. So we have fresh cabbage coming in, which shouldn't have any, I don't know, durability loss yet. So let's see if we actually have multiple different cabbages coming in here, because I think this one is already at 87% condition. Or do they go into the actual chest in here in the barn? We're gonna have to check that out. So if we can find something with 100%, we're gonna take 25 of them or something and throw it on the floor. And as far as I know, things you throw on the floor, there, this is 100%. Let's take 10 of them and then take those 10 and throw them on the floor. We're gonna leave it here. We can walk over it. It doesn't really impact it. Very good. I like it. And we'll see. We pick it up. We just leave it there forever. And then we're going to pick it up and see actually what its durability is going to be. So if that is going to work and it's never going to disappear, everything you harvest, just throw it on the floor. And leave it there in durability forever. So why are these guys standing around now? Okay, they're all standing around, but the work isn't done. It's autumn. Oh, wow, they're done. That is insane. Okay. So for the rest of the autumn then, for rest of autumn, I would say you guys can work in different places then. That is amazing. Okay, so Harold can go back to become a miner because we do need the iron. So there we go. And then we have Hermina, which can go back to crafting hammers. So I think we all have actually jobs for them. So if we go to the smithy, well, we could put actually cooking is redundant. I'm literally only feeding them cabbage. It's all I'm going to feed them. It's all I need. For now, anyway, we'll see how it goes. And then we have these two guys. One is very good at farming, which is what he does, but he's also very good at gathering. So we could theoretically put him on... Yes, we can put him into the hunting lodge, where he can work as a gatherer. And the last guy is gathering as well, so we can put him as well. So that means we can do a lot of mushrooms, a lot of the things that potentially will rot very quickly into... Actually, he's hunting too. So let's see, actually, if we put him as a gatherer as well. Let's see what we're going to get out of the hunting lodge. Okay, here we go. Mushrooms. Nice. And feathers. That's actually not bad. I don't think we need feathers for anything, besides for the arrows, but we're using iron instead, so I think we're okay. Anyway, this is really, really good. I like it. Let's finish the house. And that's it. House done. Beautiful. Okay, let's light the fire, get it nice and cozy. I like where I put the windows. I moved them a bit around. I thought this window may or may not have been needed, but I think it's nice to have something to look out over the farm, over the water, and then of course being able to look out, you know, in front of the house. It's nice. So this is looking really good. I'm really happy with this little setup. So we have our farmers here, we have the trees growing behind it, and here we have our barn. Absolutely fantastic. So let's see if we can move people. Just saved it just in case I mess it up. So now, the new house is going to be for Harold and Herman Gilder. Okay. Now, you see, I don't want that way. So what we're going to do is we're going to take Hermina and we're going to tell her to move into the new simple house. There we go. Are you sure you want to transfer family? You see, they consider them family, which is really weird, seeing that the guys are family the moment they move in together. So that should be... Let me see the house, a simple house. Oh, only one. Okay, so what about Harold? Yes, how come we weren't able to do this now? Okay, it doesn't matter. I'm not even going to question the logic anymore of things. I'm never going to question it again. So looking at these houses down here again, I don't think we need to build any paths. I mean, they're right on the road, literally right on the road. So they're actually fine. Even this house is fine. It looks like a path is going up. The only thing I would love to redo, but I'm not because it's just too much work, is to make like a big town square. That would be awesome. I mean, maybe we can do it. I mean, if we rebuild storage somewhere a little bit away, we can destroy the storage and we can destroy the tavern and everything, because we're not actually using the tavern right now. I think I'm only using the storage of it, so I can actually move all this out. And then we can destroy the tavern. We can destroy the blacksmith, no problem. We can destroy the sewing hut. We can rebuild that. And then maybe what I would like to do is a little town square. So right now it will look weird, but if somebody said face north when you do things. So basically the paths, the fields only go from north to south and east and west. So if you face north, you can see they go exactly facing north and west and east. There you go. So what I would like to do is make a big town square here of about this size or something, and then rebuild all the buildings around it, and then have a lovely town square all flat and empty, which we can't build anything on, but it looks kind of nice. I really hope they're going to give us the ability with shovels to flatten ground and, you know, to make some nice paths that you can actually build things still on top of, so that it kind of nicely blends in. Okay, because we only have one more person to hire, I'm just gonna hire Nimoj, which actually was, out of all of the ones that I came across, pretty much the best. And we can use him for extraction as well, to help out in the mines or to help out with the lumberjacking. So he is actually a very good addition. And then they get trained up again. They are better than nothing. And when we find somebody that has 5 or 6, we're just gonna fire the worst, and we're gonna hire the better one. So you don't get penalized for firing them in the moment. If at some point, I'm assuming what happens is if you kick them out of your village, maybe the morale could go down across the board, then yeah, you're gonna have to rethink things. But in the moment, there's no penalty. Well, very lucky there. Nice weather we're having today. Worked twice in a row. So I'm creating a new settlement. Boom. Sounds like excellent. There we go. Bam. And here we are. Nice. That was sweet. So now we have get a wife, get an heir. That's already done. And now get Dynasty rep. So, oh, this is awesome. So we are now 220 points away from the next rep. Now, the reason our reputation actually got messed up last time, and we're gonna actually test that by intentionally, actually we're gonna test it right now, if we can. So let's do a save, a proper save. So because we're gonna use our quick save now in a second. So we have to do a proper save. There we go. And you see this lady here has a quest. I think, no, there we go. He has a quest. So let's take the quest. Let's see what is house renovation. Okay. That might actually not work because I think it's only certain quests. So here it says we get 30 Dynasty reputation. So if we now quick save and we reload. Okay, so we just load it back in. And yeah, sorry for the lag. It's just when every time when you look at that, he's floating. When you log back in. Let's check the quest reward. 2 Dynasty rep. So there you go. That's the problem. So if you save and reload, that's your problem. And the great thing is we're going to reload now from the save. There we go. And we're actually going to do this quest because that gives us 30 rep, immediately completing it because we have an iron hammer on us. And I only crafted it, so it's fine. I have another couple in my warehouse. So let's take the quest. Can I help you with something? Sure thing. He should give us exactly the same quest with the same rewards. Yep. 30 reputation and 200 building. Is that going to be 200 building in here? So 7,200. Ooh, nice. Oh, that means we nearly have the house. That is so sweet. Okay, so let's talk to him. Yeah, here you go. Boom, 30 reputation. Thank you very much. And let's see what our building looks like. Building 7,472. That is amazing. So there we go. We already have 4,817. We need less than 200 rep. So this is going to be easy peasy, I think. And we still have some quests here we can do tomorrow. We have one in Gostovia we can actually do. So it should hopefully be easy enough to get all the quests done. Very nice. So let's put our last guy that we just got to work. Where we're going to put him. Who's he living with, actually? He is living by himself. Oh. No, that's us. Oh, he moved in the new simple house. Yes, he moved into the new simple house. Okay, fair enough. Very good. We have room for one more. And we're going to assign him. His best attribute is excavation. So I would say put him straight into the lumberjacking. Where's the lumberjack? The woodshed. There we go. Assign him lumberjack, and that's it. So very good. We now have 2 lumberjacks. And 2 miners actively working at all times, and 2 gatherers, which are also our farmers, I think. And yeah, we're gonna put them back on the farm in winter. I don't think we have actually anything to do in winter, so we might actually not need any farmers in winter. We'll see. Anyway, I'm gonna leave this episode here. This was actually really good progress. I love how we played around with the housing and trying to figure it out. And again, you only can have 2 adults in a house. For some reason, as you saw earlier, it worked that we were able to split up the family, or whatever is considered family, and Hermine went by herself into a house, and then we were able to make the other guy join. But when we tried it before, we couldn't do it. So I don't know exactly what the rules are. It seems to be a mixture of enforced intentional rules and possibly bugs within the rules when you're trying to move things. Overall, I'm really happy with this episode, what we tried out. Let me know in the comments below what you're looking forward to, and if you would like me to try out anything else or anything you might not know how it works, I can test it out, no problem. I'm looking forward to reading your comments, but I'm gonna leave this here. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, remember to kick that like button in the balls, and I hope I see you guys in the next video. And if you're new to the channel and you like what you see, hit that subscribe button. I'll see you guys next time. Until then, as always, viel Spaß and happy gaming.